Guy Ziv, who joins me in the studio. He's a professor of international affairs at the American University. Guy, really great to have you back. What should we expect? This is 2 years in the making, essentially. What can we realistically expect from a deal that a lot of people say is already dead on arrival?
Well, I think we need to see this for what it is. This is not a peace plan. This is a plan to help Netanyahu's reelection. If this were a serious plan, it would have been unveiled a long time ago. It could easily be unveiled after the elections, not right before the next election. And this is clearly an attempt to divert the attention from Netanyahu's legal problems. He's an embattled prime minister facing an indictment. He's an indicted prime minister who is facing very severe legal challenges and seems to be running a tough re-election campaign. This might shift the focus away from that legal problem and towards an issue that, frankly, most Israelis are not concerned about.
This seems to be a pretty good political distraction, at least at this point, for both the president and the prime minister. But it seems very unprecedented to have the opposition leader, Benny Gantz, in a meeting like this.
Well, the original plan which was actually conceived by Netanyahu and his aides, was to bring Benny Gantz in a way to kind of box him in, humiliate him. And Benny Gantz therefore insisted on having a separate meeting today with President Trump. And he was granted that meeting, of course, and said that he would support the peace plan, he would implement it, but only after he's elected, meaning that this is not a high priority. If it is going to be implemented, he would have to have buy-in from the Palestinians, which he won't get. And so realistically, if Benny Gantz becomes prime minister, the plan will not be implemented.
So with all of the skepticism and the controversy that we've seen surrounding this deal, and as you mentioned, there are just the outright rejection from the Palestinians, is there anything good that could possibly come out of the unveiling of this plan?
Not really. I think that there is no chance that this plan can take off without the Palestinians. This is, you can't have peace with only one side. And Netanyahu himself was hardly eager to annex parts of the West Bank, the Jordan Valley, or anything else for that matter. And he's had 13 years in power to do so. He's clearly trying to shore up the right-wing supporters so that he can win re-election. And he is now willing to do what he has not been willing to do in the past. So once again, I really do see this as an election stunt by Netanyahu and his team. And for President Trump, this is a way to help his ally while shoring up his support back home. The evangelical community is a very important part of Trump's base, and they are eager to see this happen.
Guy Ziv, great to have you back. Appreciate your
Good to be with
analysis as always. Thanks.